Well, this is a little A-frame I made. I'm just about to put it in the ute and take it over to my mate Dave's for the Christmas pageant, and it's for on the back of the 135. And what we found was we needed a drawbar sitting out a little bit further from the wheels so we could turn. There's a sharp turn we have to do. So this is a standard Cat 2 11-hole drawbar, and I've just made this plate. Welded a tongue one that I made years ago. Now this A-frame here, you might notice a few different holes in the top there. We were selling Dakin slashes one time, and this A-frame came in on a slasher and the holes were drilled crooked. So, you know, they're on angles like that and like that. So what I did the other day, I've set it up in the drill and I've drilled it through for a straight pin now, and look, it should be okay. Now this little bar I put across the top here, that's for holding it at a set height with a lifting strap from the roll frame. Now there is other ways of doing that on a Fergie, and that would be these bars over here. Now the older looking bar there, that is, this end here goes in where the top link would go. You can put one each way, and the bottom end down there, it goes on a drawbar linkage pin. I'm a bit all over the place with the camera, but yeah, how it would work is this would go inside the arm there, and this end here would go up to the top link, and the chain, there was a little bracket there, and that would go in the lifting links. Now later on they brought out this sort. Now this sort with the extra piece there, that didn't go into the top link hole, that went into the hinged pin hole, because the one that went into the top link hole, the one like that would adjust the draft, the height. So this one here, it's just the top half, it would have gone into the hinged pin and once again gone onto the arms. But that's a Cat 2 pin, that's a Cat 1, whoops, this end, that's a Cat 1 hole. Now, so I could weld an end on there with a Cat 2 hole and use this and just set it at a fixed height, but we're going to use the linkage to put that up there. We're going to use the linkage to set the trailer at a nice level pace, well, make it level, because we have club members on it, and we're going to set the height so it can't be changed, and we'll have about 300 kilos or more drawbar weight there. So we're just going to lock it so the Massey Ferguson pumps that are known for being a bit rattly, we can just set the height, lock it in with a ratchet strap or a lifting sling, and put the hydraulic pump levers down so you haven't got that knock 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 that the Fergies have. So anyway, I just thought I'd show you that before I took it away, and we're going to help set up the trailer now. But yeah, this is just a plate I made, and that bolt probably not necessary because we welded in through here, and you may see it better on this side. Yeah, I've just welded through the middle. Now this plate here, that's to put the D shackles, as for safety chains, and yeah, look, that'll be fine. I've had people saying, oh, it's not going to work, it's this and that, but these drawbars, geez, they're tough as nails. And so anyway, that's what I've chosen to do. I just thought I'd show you for the end of the stew, just before I take it away. This here, it had a cross piece, which was actually this piece here, bolted there, then the chains come down on the topper, slasher, whatever you'd like to call it. So there you go. And it's Thursday morning, and I've been over here fiddling with these final drives, needle scaling the housings. They come up nice, I reckon. So yeah, hopefully I can get onto that a little bit. Sparex tell me they've ordered the parts, but yeah, there's no sign of them yet. Okay, bit of an overcast day here today, so I'm sitting in the doorway with the tank out of the camper, sitting up on the forks so I can see where it's leaking. And look, I've found where it's leaking, down just there. So what I've done, I've blocked the outlets, I've made sure everything's okay. I've got a test fitting in here, and I thought it was leaking out of the thread a bit, so I've got a piece of rag there, and it's not coming out of there. But you can see when I put a couple of pound of pressure in, I'm not putting much in, so I just got a little air nozzle there. So there you go. So now I've got to deal with that. I've got to work out what stainless it is, and the trouble with being in there like that, there's a little pinhole there. The trouble with being like that is I've got to get it clean somehow, and work out whether I can oxy weld it up being stainless, or I haven't got any. I don't really just want to MIG it up, but anyway, now I know where the leak is, I can deal with it. Even if I was thinking of just drilling down through it and putting some like liquid metal down through there, because there's no pressure here, it's just a water tank, but getting that right in there nice and clean is yeah, that's going to be a problem maybe. Anyway, see how we go. Okay, we're back on the forks here. I've had a couple of goes at this, but look, I have got it welded up. You can see in there, if you're looking for a pretty weld, you come to the wrong place. But look, it's sealed up okay, and I actually did it with a stick welder, and because I had a couple of stainless rods there, so if I can get that light in there a bit better, it's not too bad. I can, if I come back a bit, I can pop a bit of pressure in. You might see a dribble out of here, but that's just coming out of the tape here. It's not out of the fitting, so I'll pop just a bit. So nothing happening there. So I'm confident I've got that. There's a nice thick little blob of weld there. I actually come off the fitting here a few bits, and just as I come off the fitting I built it up in that little groove there. So we're going to call that fixed. That's okay. I've had it there for a bit. I've pressure tested it. So now where this breather comes in, now the breather comes along, goes down under the chassis, which comes down to about halfway, and then up and out. So what I'm going to try and do is work out where I can get this breather to keep going straight up. I am gonna, there's some zinc paint or something along there. I have a couple of different sort of paints from CRC, and see there's something over there, and there's like a silver around through here. So I'm going to read the cans and see if it's alright to have it with stainless. I know like alloy and stainless don't mix, but perhaps zinc and stainless will mix, a bit of zinc or something. I'm not sure, but I'm going to sand it down along this beam here where the rubbish seems to sit, and along the other side there, and it's probably blowing out here now, but I will try and just tidy that up just in case, you know, that if that's where rubbish is going to sit, we'll put an extra coat of protection there. I just thought I'd show you the welding rods. I've had these for years and years. Like I haven't had a workshop, the big workshops, for over 10 years, and I've bought these before then. But they're Astro 375 ACDCs. Yeah, electrode for welding, highest alloy carbon and stainless steel. So that's what I use, 3.2mm rods, and yeah, look, I think that's done the job nicely. Okay, I'm at the front of the shed. You can see over under the awning over there. Yeah, there we go. The 420's over there out of the weather with the canopy. Look, just to get it out of the way so I could shift things around. I still haven't cleaned this up. Jude was going to come and get the grass off the slasher for mulch, but she hasn't done that yet, so she's about as slack as I am. Now, all that long grass there, I've got to clean that up probably today in case it rains. The The sky's not looking too bad just at the moment. Yeah, a bit of weather out that way, that's north. But look, the paddock's looking lovely and green. Yeah, looking real good. So, yeah, so nothing happened to that tractor. This tractor here, the Ford 2000, look at the mess there. I'll get the mower shortly, and it'd be nice if the sun dries out a little bit, and I'll pull all those woody weeds and that out and shift the Johnny, and I might just mow this whole section. I left a lifting sling there for who knows why. You'll notice the Massey 20 in the doorway here. Yeah, this is the coolest spot to work. You often get a lovely breeze here. So it's sitting in the doorway here. I want to get the bonnet done. I want to finish the foot throttle off, put a new tacho in. Well, just a few jobs. There's nothing major, but the major thing is when you come around the back. See, I'm planning on finishing that and getting that on. So you can see, like I only put it there before lunch yesterday, and when you look underneath here, there's not any oil coming out there. That's just a bit of dark grease. It's coming out of the brake shaft. So if I go back around the front, yeah, it's actually dropping off the end of this brake there. So there's a little Welsh plug in here, and what's happened is they've put grease in there or something, put it in, and the Welsh plug's popped out. So the only fix for that is pull the hip off. Look, I should do it. I don't feel like bloody doing it, but I'll have to undo the roll frame, and oh, a bit of a shit show. But anyway, I should do it, and I probably will, but I'm just whinging about it. The camper's in here, so that's all ready to set up. This is where the Massey 20 was, so all up in behind there where the drums were, I had to get all that stuff out and deal with the white ants. But that was the only place the white ants were, so there was none anywhere else that I can see, so we should be good. Yeah, I've been shifting wheels around and things like that, so I've got to assemble, get the camper going today, you know, get it up and done. This bonnet's in the road, so it might come out to the side where I have to work on it. So, and see, you put a bonnet there, then all this shit sits around it, so that's just part of the course. Now, if we go to the welding bench over here, I'll put that over there. And I've been working on the final drive housings, needle scaling them and getting them ready, and the ring gear. So that's all right. I keep putting that welder away. That's a great little welder. Like, it was just the cheapest thing, a Rossi Welders one, a little 40 amp. What is it? CT312. And it was the cheapest little plasma cutter I could buy at the time, and I was just doing 1.2 mil for making a canopy for the back of my ute, and this is quite a few years back now, and yeah, I bought that just for the plasma cutter, but nowadays I use it just for the welder. The welder's just an absolute cracker little inverter welder, so yeah, it runs like a beauty, just for a cheap thing. But I keep wrapping it up and putting it back under the bench under there and back out again. I'm finding I'm using it way more than I ever did for some reason. So, but up through there, look, we're still pretty tidy. I swept that out twice this last week. The dog knows where the cool spot is. Okay, so we'll come up. So I've still got Alan's tractor here. The Massey TE20, I have not done a thing to that apart from yesterday taking the scarifier off the back. I just haven't had time to play with that. And I've finally got the Ford 2000 in out of the weather, which was something I was always a bit concerned about, but I didn't really have the room, so I'll try and fit myself through here. So yeah, that's it. I can sit, and it's got a couple of oil leaks under it too by the looks. You can see down through there. Oh, well, I suppose I just didn't see that in the grass before. But yeah, I've got a manifold on. I've just got to do the carb. I've got a brand new battery sitting there for it. Well, I had the forks coming in under here and they slipped off. When I turned around, I bent that yesterday. So look, it's not the end of the world. It's just a bloody nuisance. So yeah, so that's in here now, and I've got the forklift in out of the weather. So when I open that big door there, that gives me good light, and yeah, hopefully, yeah, I just like to get it running so I can move it around and things like that. Like tractors that are running are just easy to deal with. Tractors that you've got to push around with forklifts, and you know, I've got lifting slings there to pull them with and all that. They're just a pain in the bum. So, but anyway, the whole place is looking pretty good. All the holes I drilled the other day, I even took time and cleaned all the drill presses up again and all that. So far so good. Anyway, we're doing all right. That's yeah, that's up from where I sit for my stew. That's what I'm looking at in the back there. So there you go. All right, catch you all next week, eh?